the resolution is off. Okay. While I'm resizing this, good morning. Except not really, because I'm dying. Oh my god, I don't know if my voice carries through, but I am dying. Good morning, Mr. Overheat. It is stream time, and is the window sized? It is sizing. There we go. Okay. Da 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 da. Is it moving? It is moving. Okay. Today was supposed to be a karaoke stream, but I'm dying in my respiratory system, and so we're not doing that today. And I also didn't have anything set anyways, so yep, here we are. I could have opened Lobotomy Corporation or Limbus Company, but then I was like, Limbus Company 3 days in a row, who am I? I don't know who I am. And so then I did some contemplating, and I was like, okay, I can't do any of the games I usually do. I feel like my mouth is moving more than usual. And so, where was I? What is a good size for this? I think this is generally, I'm trying to get it centered, but I don't know if it's centered. I don't even know if this sparkle thing, this sparkly thingy in the middle of my overlay is centered. So it's just, do I have anything I can point? Yeah, I do. Like this sparkly thing. I don't know if it's centered. I don't think it is. Oh well. Wait, dot. I think I have this chromer here for Genshin purposes. I could have played Genshin again, but why would I want to do that to myself? No offense to Prima, but not that I think Prima's watching. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was sitting here contemplating what to play today, and then I was like, what if I did that? What if I did an abnormality smash or pass thing? But then I realized that's probably a thing that should be announced rather than a thing that should be impromptu, and so here I am. Maybe next week. I don't know. Where was I? And then after that, I was like, okay, what do I have in my Steam library? That it's readily available and that I don't have to like purchase or download at the moment. And then I saw Mori and I was like, oh my god, I can play Mori. But then I was like, wait, I really suck at horror games. But also I would piss off that one dude who told me to stop streaming because I'm bad at horror games. But then I was like, I'm still really bad at horror games though, so we're not gonna do that, especially considering I'm working closing today. And then I did some more contemplating, and then I was like, Final Fantasy 15, and then I was like, who watches Final Fantasy 15? And then I opened the game, but then as I opened the game, I was like, yo, there's that game that Shell like you know was into, and posted about recently, and then I figured, you know what, I'm gonna go to that game. It's probably free, right? Even though it's a horror game, it's probably free. And then I looked, and it was not free. In fact, there was a free version, but then the actual link to the free version was down for maintenance apparently. And so then I was like, huh, that's really funky. And so then I thought some more. And so after thinking some more, I was like, miwashiba games. I love miwashiba games. Oh my god, I should play Light. And then as I was looking for the Light link, I found this and I was like, oh shoot, I never played their newest game. And so now we're here. Oh my god, this game is not even one of my closest friends. Also how I discovered also how I discovered Kinning. You know what, that's fair. I think I discovered Kinning also from a miwashiba game. It was either On Stars or 1-Bit Heart. It could have been both. The first character I kinned was the teacher guy from here. The teacher guy. By the way, I'm going into this like basically completely blind. I kind of don't know anything other than I knew like 2 people who were into it, and I've played previous miwashiba games, but I don't think that counts. But that was because I had to choose a kid of some sort. Hold on, I have a thing blocking the screen. There we go. The thing in question was a card holder of Alan Tsukasano Paradox Line. That was because I had to choose a kin of some sort to get into the only fan group chat that existed at the time. I don't know if it's updated since I played it when it was first out or first translated. I don't know if it's been updated. Miwashiba is a busy person. Anyway, you know, I can't get. I had to choose a kin of some sort to get into the OnlyFans GC that existed at the time. I'm so sorry, but at the same time, that's so hilarious. You know how it is being 14. Oh yeah, man. Being 14, playing 1-bit heart, looking at Mikado Ayaka. I said his name really Americanly. Whatever. Looking at Mikado Ayaka, 1-bit heart, going, oh yeah, man, that is a me. that is absolutely Rena-pilled. Who am I today? Oh my god. Cons are working night shift and then proceeding to sit in the car for 2 hours contemplating your existence. I think the teacher guy being my first kin says something about 14-year-old me, the most normal guy in this game. To be fair, you did have to pick one. You could have just been like, yeah, I can these swirling flowers on the screen. But you went all out and decided I'm gonna be the teacher. I wonder if there are still insane kinning communities that exist. Like, doubles don't interact. I'm having a kin shift right now. Hey, I'm starting to be a teacher for kids now. It was meant to be. Oh my god, true! Just like how with Mikado Ayaka, 1-bit heart, I could have been an engineer and then I dropped out, and that's something Mikado would have done if he didn't have his weird number synesthesia, I feel. Then again, what would I know? I haven't played 1-bit heart in ages. I remember freaking kinning back in the day was so whack, especially with 1-bit heart, because I remember I put Mr. Mans down on my list, and then like a few months later, one of my friends like messaged me and it was like, hey, and they seemed really nervous, and I was like, yo, what's up? And they're like, I see you have Mikado on your kin list. See, the thing is, I think I can Nanashi. And you know how they're kind of the same person. Like, are you okay with that? Like, I'm sitting there like, yeah. Like, I know that Mikado is basically Nanashi, but like older and cynical. But like, I'm fine with that. I see them as two different people. I think this game got super popular in relation to YTD and 13-year-olds online, and there's for sure insane kin communities for it out there. You right? You right? Oh my god, what were like the biggest kin things? I think anything by Funamushi, specifically Wadanohara, because I think that was the one I saw the most. Like, I didn't see anything on like their other things. Maybe Grey Garden, but everything else. I do remember I knew a guy who liked the green-haired angel dude. I forgot. Danganronpa, it's the killing games. Preteens love that. Oh no, wait, you're right. You're right. What's all the rage these days? Rather than kidding, is it what's it called? Why did I want to say Muse Dash? No, it's absolutely not Muse Dash. It's, oh my god, I can't think. What was I? Yumi shipping. I don't know, cause I also see people obsess a lot over Project Sekai and Milgram and Vocaloid, but not in a kin way, more in a I don't know. I don't know what they're doing there. But I have seen a crazy amount of Yumi shippers for specifically Futa and Mikoto. Then again, I am one, so maybe that's just my bias speaking. It is not Mustache. I bet the kids don't even know a Mustache. Kidding got too cringe, and now they're somehow being worse. You right. What is? Let's see. They're trying to get into character analysis and acting like they're smart, and then you look at them and they're like, Mafuyu hates her parents, or Transmask Project Sekai headcanons are getting old. I don't know what the kids are up to these days. Probably thinking of the most, like the worst ever the worst ever takes they can think of. If it's not a bullet hell, I'm not interested. Yo, I should have played Touhou today. Just kidding. I can't. That would be a bad idea. I would die after like 3 seconds. I tried to play Touhou once when I was, I think 15, 16. And I could not get through literally the first level, even though I was playing on like someone's finished save of the game. It was so bad. I was so bad at Touhou. Kids these days need some Touhou. You're right. These days, kids don't know their roots. Everyone's just like, wow, I'm gonna play Project Sekai and Bang Dweem. Okay, play some Contact Collection. play some Token Ranbu. Does Token Ranbu still exist? I think I might have seen like. Wait, hold on. This is for my health. Token Ranbu. It still exists, right? Right? It's still like there's no end. Has there been an end of service? La 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 la. End of service. Okay, I don't think Token Ranbu is end of service yet. I'm so glad. Oh my god, I keep clicking literally everywhere. I hold a grudge against it because of ex-friends, but I was obsessed with that purple girl for a bit. Oh shoot, for Touhou or Concold. Touhou has a lot of characters. I remember I used to let's see. Touhou. Gosh. Touhou. The purple-haired girl. Pacholi, I think? The librarian? That's the most purple-haired girl I can think of. Then again, I don't know anything about Touhou. Oh yeah, her! I remember I saw like this fan-made song for her that like added lyrics and stuff for her theme, and then I proceeded to never be able to find it ever again. Even like, when did I find that? Even like 10 years later, I still can't find it. Who are my Touhou faves? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I liked Sakuya. Was that her name? The maid with the knives, I think was her name. And then what's her face? Pink-haired girl, short hair, blue outfit. I drew her one time in 3rd grade. It's just sitting in how long Touhou's been out. I really said 3rd grade. Oh my god. I don't know anything about Touhou. Unfortunately. I think I also have a mutual named Marissa based off Touhou. I don't remember. Oh shoot, that reminds me. Shell worked on music for a Touhou fan game. Touhou is thriving even after like what, 20 years? Good for them. I remember Pacholi as Asthma Girl. Does she have asthma? What else about Touhou? Other than like Bad Apple. Bad Apple was crazy, man. I still don't know how. Nobody still knows how they did that after like all these years. That's kind of insane. Where was I? Oh shoot. That reminds me. Okay. Where was I with my thoughts? Back in like 6th grade, there was like this person who would get into fights online. Not online as in on the internet, online as in on the Line app with one of my friends. And and her name, like the username was like Flandre Scarlett. And I was like, I like stared at her and I was like, you're telling me you're beefing with Flandre Scarlett? And she was like, yeah. She called me ugly or something. And I was like, that's so... I have no words. I wonder how Flandre Scarlett on the Line app is doing now. Because as far as I know, like, whatever they were doing to my friend didn't work. Like, we mostly just laughed at them, if anything. I wish I had beef online. The most beef I have online is all those bots that message me and are like, "Hey, I added you by phone number, but I don't remember who you are. Do you mind telling me who you are?" And see, the first time it happened, they used the name of someone I actually did know. It's a very generic name, and I was like, "Oh, yo, were you in a sports team with me?" And they're like, no. Or then they kept messaging me, and then the weird thing was that they would keep misspelling my name, even though it was quite literally like right there. And I was like, that's suspicious. And then I found out that it was one of those weird scams where they try to make you fall in love with them so that you can give them all your money. Yeah, and so that happened. But literally since then, every time someone's tried to use that trick on me, they've used some kind of name or username that like absolutely would not work, like a 5-letter key smash, or like groom, Greg. What was the, or like Heffley, I don't know. Why am I thinking about Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I don't know. What's wrong with me? So far, my faves are Marissa and Yuma. I know Marissa. I do not know Yuma. Wait. Whoa. Yuma. Toho. Oh, her! She's cute. I like her. Oh my gosh, there's so many Toho characters. I wish I knew, like, any of them. Actually, I do know a good amount. Who do I know? Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh god. Off the top of my head, Cerno, Sakuya, Reimu, Marissa, Pacholi, Flandre Scarlet, the online bully, Comically Large Spoon. Love her for that. So true. We've been here for 20 minutes and I haven't even actually touched the game. I should do that. One second. I forgot to pull up my chat overlay so I can actually see things while playing the game. Silly, funny, haha, fun times. Okay, maybe one day we will play a Toho game. And now. Here we are. Okay. As a fellow comically large spoon owner, I agree with her. Woo, gaming, 20 minutes into stream. You're so right. This is absolutely 100% video game. I also want a comically large spoon. That would be so fun to carry around. People ask you why you have a comically large spoon and you're just like, "'Cause I'm better than you." 'Cause why not? You never know when you have a super large piece of like pudding or flan. Extra Eno lore. I was so into kidding pro tags as a young teen. What were my kins? I think I was very into deuteragonists. Oh god. Who do I remember kinning? I think I kinned the protagonist from Konosuba for a little bit. That was a really whack time. We don't talk about 15-year-old Brenna. It's like decently heavy. 10 kilos tops. Oh my god. For my Americans out there, this is like 22 pounds. As everyone has a Danganronpa kin, mine was Hinata, I fear. Who are my Danganronpa kins? I think I managed to actually avoid Danganronpa kinning. Unless I didn't. And I just can't think of it because there are so many. I think I might have been able to avoid it. I am God. Anyways, this game has an autosave function that saves between each event. Please select a slot to use for autosaves. Using slot 20 is recommended. This is how they what? This is how they present. What if I want to do slot 19? Slot 10. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Right, I guess we're going to do slot 20. Danganronpa-kin? What's that? So when people talk about kinning online, they don't mean are we gonna go into the kin conversation at the ripe old time of 9:55 a.m. I guess we are. Kinning online is when you see a character from a series and you deeply resonate with them, and it sounds like some RP bullshitters. You're not wrong. Kidding online. You see a character, you deeply resonate with them, and you're like, I kin that character. It's when you heavily relate to a character. And sometimes, back in my day, back in the cursed days of 2016, people would get intense about kinning. They would be like, if you kin this character, you cannot interact with me. Block me right now. I will block anyone who kins this character. it was bad. And then people would be like, oh my god, this picture of me is so cute, and it would be untagged fan art, and uncredited, and it was, oh my god. And the worst ones, everybody would kin from Danganronpa, everybody would kin from Ensemble Stars, from Love Live. What else was there? I don't know. You'll notice that it's mostly Japanese media. Nobody was out here saying, yeah, I can Captain Ahab from Moby Dick. No, everybody was always like, yeah, I can Nagito Komaeda. If someone said they can Nagito Komaeda, you knew to stay away from them. And thanks for reminding me for not touching social media those days, or any days. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so proud of you for not forcing yourself through those terrible times. Oh my god, I just scrolled down accidentally. It's past 150. It is. It's past 150, and I was like, yo. The funny thing is, like, almost the entirety of like 140 to 150 I got offline. The cons of being Project Moon TikTok person. Yeah. Also, I dated a Nagito-kin. Also, unfortunately, it was my healthiest relationship. Crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god. Then again, I don't think I knew any actual Ramuda-kins. Not Ramuda-kins, Nagito-kins. I was thinking of Ramuda because the worst person I knew was a Ramuda-kin. Not a good person. She was messed up. And then because of her, I avoided Hip Mic for all those years, and now here I am into Paradox Live. Getting all my friends into Paradox Live. I see them post Paradox Live, and I'm sitting there like, don't forget me, your ancestor. Gosh. This makes me question your other relationships. Okay, true. If your healthiest relationship was with a Nagito kid, like, I don't mean to pry, but a Nagito... like Nagito Komaeda? That's concerning, man. I hope you're okay. I should probably play the game. That might be a good idea. Okay, true. Hey, so what about this game, huh? You're right. There are beings known as Ayakashi. They cause peculiar phenomena and at times inflict harm. As consequence, they have long been seen as fearful beings. One could interpret their name as the Sharing Dead, for they merely seek the things they couldn't have in the places they once were. They simply want to share in those same blessings. They're so real. Oh yeah, stock sounds. Oh, hand. They've got that Pepto-Bismol blood. This must be my punishment. Yo. They've got that screen tone. Pant. Hey, has anyone played Black Soul? I have not. Maybe one day I will play it. In which case, there's only one thing to do. This is some great voice acting from me. Yo, Mr. Mans. Blink, blink. That is such a expressive scream. Whoa. You fortunate soul. Okay, so I guess we're not playing. I guess we're not playing it then. Yoinara. That's a funky looking text box. Sigh. This is some rain, and to think it was sweltering earlier. I scratched my head and looked up to the sky. As if the good weather earlier were a dream, large drops poured from the heavens and struck against the ground unceasingly. Nah, do play it. Oh man, do I want to play it? Oh, she's got fun eyes. Mr. Yoinara, whatever could you be doing out here? Well, what does it look like? Still gazing up at the sky, I waved my hands in front of my eyes. My slightly damp sleeves clung to my skin. My, so you haven't an umbrella. That's a pity. A pity, eh? Sounds like you don't intend to help. Why? For how often we're together, did you really think me the sort of person who would help in such a situation? These sprites are so expressive. Like, yo, also, her hair looks so edible. Like, look at that. Like, I'm gonna take, like, a pair of chopsticks, twirl it around, and, like, inhale that. That looks like it tastes like candy. Oh, then I will take my leave. You'll be late as well if you don't hurry, Mr. Yoinetta. Right, I love the art in this game, right? Oh my god, and like having played 1-Bit Heart, these sprites, they are so much more expressive. Like, oh my god, miwashiba, your art style. All the students are so well designed, they're so cute. They are. They've got heterophobia in their eyes. Paying no mind to me standing there, Tina left with a leisurely gait. Yep, that's just how she is. Guess I'll wait a little longer. Worst case, I'll go and get soaked. Increasingly filled with resignation as the sound of rain only got louder, I let out a sigh. And then 2 sets of footsteps broke through that sound, heading my way. She's so cute! Oh wait, that's a boy? Mista. Okay, that's a boy, whatever. They're cute. He's cute. You mean me? Mista. Oh, it's Misty, alright. What you doing, Mista? I didn't bring an umbrella, so I can't go to school. I'm stuck. Are you kids lost? Not lost, right? Oh wait, there's 2 of them? Are they like identical twins? Nope. What are you up to on this dreary morning? Mista! Not the best conversation I've ever had. Besides, I needed to hurry or I'd be late for class. Mista! Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. Hold up here and keep out of the rain. It should help your parents to find you. It is still raining, but it's gotten better than before. May just have to put up with getting wet. Ignoring the 2 fussing children, I sprinted off into the raindrops that fell harder and harder. I didn't want to deal with this nuisance. So they're twins. Ah, where are you going? Riri's going too! Yo, take your child to school day? Is that what's going on? Sigh. I managed to give the slip to the 2 chasing children and arrive at school. What was with those kids? Ah, twins completely similar but have heterochromia on different eyes. Is that what's going on with them? Because I cannot tell the difference, I'll be honest. Oh, Yoi-chan, morning. Aren't we the teacher? Why is he calling us Chan? Good morning, Mr. Yoinata. Rokuro and Zero. Morning. Bro's name is Zero. You look kinda like an overworked mop today, Teach. It has been raining a whole lot. No umbrella? It wasn't raining when I left. That's why you gotta check the TV. Oh my god, I'm suddenly like 14 again. I missed those characters. They look fun. They have got that hair. I want to eat his hair too. Oh my god. They all look so edible. True. Well, it'll dry at any rate. Come on, get back to the classroom. Right. First period, math, right? I'm not the best at teaching it, but I have a fondness for mathematics. These buildings were old. To put it nicely, they had character. To put it meanly, they were falling apart. On rainy days especially, there were often places that leaked. And we didn't have many teachers nor students. I taught a class of 2nd years, but there were effectively only 1 class per grade. Though naturally, separate teachers were needed for supplementary subjects like art. Guess I'll get going. Wow. Look at them go. Highlight trace! Ah, 5th period at last. Oh, she's cute. Mr. Yoinata, what are we doing today? Is her hair longer towards the back? Oh my god, it is. She's got that Genshin hair. Eatable in cute way or cannibalism way? Some of them it's like, okay, I do want to eat them in like a cute way. Some of them it's like, I feel like they would actually taste good if I cut them up. You know? Hey Retta, what you doing? We are starting the game after like what, 30 minutes? We started the game after 30 minutes of talking about Kinning online and Toho. At the end of each month at Yusei Junior High, 5th, 6th period was a designated free period decided upon by the teacher and students. You could have an ethics lesson, or give time for self-study, or teach test-taking skills, all sorts of things. Wow, just be careful, it got a lot of fat. Oh, you're right. Human body. I hear like the human body tastes like pork veal. I have no idea what that tastes like, so I feel like I don't know if I would actually enjoy eating people. I keep forgetting your name isn't Inoji, but Linoji with a small L. It's actually Elnoji. I think that's fun time. It's supposed to be Inoji, don't worry. You know how it is with them usernames? Oh yeah, man. My favorite thing is when people put R and N together to make an M. And it like throws me off because I'm like, oh yeah, that person is say they have like the username is mom, like MOM. That person is Marn. No, it's mom. Meat and pork is alright. Very good with spices. Is it? I still have never had it. When like I don't plan on eating it ever. I don't think I'm allowed to actually. So yeah, but I hear good things about it, so maybe this kind of thing is only possible because it's an underpopulated rural school. So what will it be today? Oh shoot, what are we doing? Oh no, decisions. How do I save the game? I pressed escape. I pressed escape. I thought that would open up the save menu. Wait. Where's the readme file that I didn't read that I should have read before playing the game? Oh no. Left click confirm, right click cancel, hold left click event skip, sounds may behave strangely, control hide message window, resources, plugins, warning, other, update log. Oh, what do you mean this hasn't been updated since November 16? November 16, 2018 to be exact. Well, I think we're watching a movie. I have no idea what we're doing. It's okay. No saves coming. We live with our choices. You right? Well, I guess I'll read then. Reading? You mean your idol magazines, right? He's just like me! How'd you know? Oh, that reminds me. I saw something in a magazine earlier. Giant pancakes. Those look delicious. She's so cute! She's so cute! Although her hair kind of looks like it would taste like cockroach. Not cockroach, crickets. I've eaten a cricket before. Fun times. You millennials and your save states. Back in my day, I had to see my characters get brutally killed after making one wrong choice out of 5 choices in a row. You know what? Yeah, we're not saving at all in this game. We're gonna use our autosave function, and if we die, we die. Hey, those are the ones Maki Maki was eating. Yeah, they sure looked yummy. I'm interested too. Woo, come over here. This is a lot of named characters right off the bat. I'm betting like half of them die. Io suddenly brought up the subject of large pancakes featured in a magazine, drawing several people over. Sheesh, they're so immature to be infatuated with pancakes at their age. Aren't you guys like... Aren't they like 13, 14? Like, let people be infatuated with pancakes. Actually no, second years, but this is middle school. So yeah, they are like 13, 14, maybe 12. What the heck? If you missed that, play Fear and Hunger already did, my man, since that's been noticed by people recently. I've also actually been like, I've been eyeing it, but at the same time, like, I've been wondering if I should buy it or not. I've seen Argalia play it, and I've seen one of my other mutuals, Natasha, play it. Although I think I've only caught like 1 stream per person. And I think in Natasha's case, I quite literally came like right as she was ending, so I don't think that even counts. I've seen like Fear and Hunger. That's like what everyone in Project who used to be into specifically Limbus Company was getting into, right? Just remember to use the censor mod. I've also heard things about the censor mod and how that's kind of a necessity if you're gonna stream the game. I've seen a video essay for it. It was something. I've seen this one lady talk about like ascending to godhood in that game and like marriage and how there's also like some character who's just called the girl or whatever. I don't know. What else? There's also that one fan art where they made that one knight lady like have super huge thighs or something, and everyone was crying about it. I think that was kind of funny. Not gonna lie, like personally I didn't like the fan art either, but the fact like watching everyone else cry about it was kind of funny. Yeah, I prefer fried chicken. I feel like Karuta, that sounds like a fried chicken like a name. You should lay off the fried food too. So hey Riku, could I have you teach me today? I love the idea of difficult games that are awful to play and exhausting mechanically just because of what it means for the story and atmosphere, but I know I have no patience to sit there and suffer. So true. So true. Like, Funger? It looks interesting, but one, bad with horror games, me personally. Two, bad at video games in general. If the characters aren't just like standing there speaking to me, then I kind of suck at the game. Unless it's like Pokemon. But then again, Pokemon games have become really easy in recent years, and it's quite literally just like, hey, look at my level 5 Xerneas. I will now defeat you. I'm not like other girls. I went into Limbus from Fear and Hunger, not from Limbus to Fear and Hunger. Congratulations. Congratulations. I did not hear about Fear and Hunger until I was like well into Limbus. It's not the horror, it's just that you cannot really win unless you die a bunch first. I suck at roguelites, except Hades. Love Hades. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I think at some point I would just start crying if I died. Like after like 3 deaths, I would just like start crying. I'd be staring at the game and I'd be like, I didn't like Fear and Hunger 1 because it felt punishing with things that were out of your control. Having to win a 50-50 to save is annoying. You need to win a 50-50 to save? Ew. I think I would just straight up die. I'd open the game for 5 minutes. I'd die once. Something would like not work in my favor once, and I'd be like, no more Funger ever. It is now in my Steam library and will sit there rotting forever, for eternity, till I die. Just kill every boss in the game and get their soul stone. Oh. Where are we? So hey Riku, could I have you teach me today? Your grades seem fine to me, Karuta. I mean, I know you periodically get tutored, Riku. You should teach Mino then! You surprised me. Considering your lack of will to learn, I don't exactly get the urge to teach you. Mino is willing to learn, but words are hard. How do you even live among society? Fine then, I'll teach you both. Come on. Woohoo! Okay, out of this trio, who do we bet is gonna die first? I was also tempted to buy it when I first heard of it, but I also knew it'd be such a waste of money because I'd give up in minutes. Same! Like, I think it's, what, like $40? I do not have that money with me right now, I'll be honest. So are, but there are so few in between. By the way, Rena, did you see Walpurgisnacht, the happy one, obviously? Yeah! Yeah! Walpurgisnacht! Faust's sacred murderer. Faust knowing about the 50 days despite being control team captain and not even like I don't know how more important she could get, but like, interesting, you know? I mean, it's like $6. Is it $6 now? What? I swear the last time I saw it was like 40. Maybe I'm mistaking it for something else. But I remember playing it, we only get like 2 to 3 or so deaths because it's incomplete and all that, but maybe not anymore. Oh. Huh. Man, I really want Merso to give me. We're gonna play the game. Woohoo! Yay! In addition to the Pancake Crew, there was another group gathering around Riku for tutoring. Seems they're truly treating this as nothing more than free time. Yoi-chan, you bored? Why is he calling us Chan? He is like, we are like twice his age. I'm not bored. I've got the job of watching you guys. But just watching is boring, right? Look, I told you. Want to play a werewolf? Speaking of Sims, Sims stream when? Okay, see, the thing about the Sims, I hear there's been some things going on with the Sims, so I'm not sure if I like can stream it or if I'm allowed to stream it. What else? How do I say this in a way that won't get me like on a list? I did some very legal things in The Sims. My most current save has 2 twin mermaids and an alien and a vampire. Yeah, and one of them is an actor, and 2 of them are idols, and they're all level 5 in dance, and I definitely did that through completely 100% legal means. Please don't sue me. Yeah. Not that I think anyone's ever gotten caught for, you know, getting Sims things in very, 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 very illegal ways. But, you know, just in case. So, yeah, I don't... maybe if I only just play, like, the ones I had before. Like just the vampire mod. And also, I don't know how well it would run because I kind of downloaded, like, a shit ton of custom content. But then again, once you think you downloaded a shit ton of custom content, you open the game and you're like, wow, I got nothing. Kurokuro is resident Kokichi archetype, by the way. But, like, sweeter, because he's just a little guy. He his hair, like, specifically this little part, like, above his eye, that looks so edible. He could, I get that he's supposed to be Kokichi, but you know what? Like, with hair that edible looking, like, he can't be that bad. And where was I? Sims, right? Sims. Me and my very legal Sims. Yeah. Wanna play a werewolf? Allow me to explain. Oh my god, her hair's so cute. Oh my god! First, the players are randomly handed out roles on cards. The basic roles are villager, werewolf, and seer. Seers and villagers are in the villager camp, while werewolves are in the werewolf camp. So we're playing Among Us. Villagers have no abilities. Seers can, at night, divine whether someone is a werewolf or a villager. And werewolves can eat anyone who's not on their side. During the day, everyone talks it out to determine who's a werewolf. If those in the werewolf camp can hide their identities and wipe out the villagers via executions or devourment, they win. And the villager camp wins if they identify the werewolves and execute them. Town of Salem, basically. Mafia, don't say Among Us. Okay, it's Mafia. It's not Among Us. And it's also Town of Salem. Oh my god, Town of Salem. Town of Salem was also very 2016. I thought about streaming Town of Salem a few times, but last time I went on to Town of Salem, people were pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie. People were spamming some very, very terrible things, and I don't think I want to show that on stream. I'll be honest. Back in my day, I went down to the playground and played Mafia Werewolf like a normal kid. Kids these days in their video games, Towns of Salem's and Among Us. Man, we should play Mafia with the Discord. Okay, you know what? We could. In theory, we could. We should. Don't they have a bot for that? Do they? Wait. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Mafia Discord bot. Add Mafia bot. Discord bot. Hoo 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 hoo. Hoo 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 hoo. 222. Here we are. Verify you are human. I'm human. Mafia bot. A bot that hosts Mafia games on your Discord server. Test your friendships with 5 modes and over 25 plus. 25 plus? What the heck? Unique roles plus a fun heist economy. Born in your Discord server, why not lie and deceive one another? With over 25 plus roles and a fun heist economy, you'll never see your friends the same again on 24/7, except during updates. Instructions. Have all your players type M not join to join the party. Once there are at least 5 people, have the blah 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 blah. Please read. Please make sure everyone allow direct messages from server members on in privacy settings. You know what? How do we add this thing? How do we add this invite? This is gonna be a thing for one day. One day. It will happen. One day, if I ever remember. Are you human? Please confirm you're not a robot. What if I'm not human, but I'm also not a robot? What if I'm a secret third thing? What if I'm like an alien or something? Okay. It's there. It's there. Maybe one day, once I actually get my scheduled streams and actually like stream on schedule. Maybe one day we will have a Mafia day. Considering we've hit 152, in theory, we could. We might just have enough people for that. So, yeah. The bot's there now. It's going to ominously stay there. Now, we have no idea when we're ever gonna use it, but one day we will use it. Anyways, there we go. So if you're a werewolf, you gotta deceive people to survive. Got it? It sounds pretty difficult. You'll pick it up as you play. Normally it spans several days, but let us adopt one night werewolf rules to play for just one day. Several days? Bro. What do those entail? Since night only comes once, you must definitively hang the werewolf in one day before nightfall. To be frank, it's quite different from normal werewolf, but we have precious few people, so oh well. Being either saved or eaten in a single day sounds brutal. Hey, it's just that kind of game. It seems this one's caught on lately. There are all sorts of games out there these days. As for participants, let's have Sir Rokuro, Sir Zero, Mr. Yoinada. She uses Sir? And how about you two? Mai, would you be alright with me? Tina feels like she'd be adept at this game, judging from the explanation. My guy, she has that frilly thing on her head. Like, she has that frilly thing, she's got that ribbon, she's got them bright pink gloves. And I think she has like ribbons in her hair too. Like, oh yeah, she is absolutely 100% like playing this game with us. It's probably a TL of she, I'm thinking. That does make sense. That does make sense. Or some other kind of, probably, yeah, some kind of honorific. I don't need to play, do I? Well now, this game is more fun the more people you have. Aren't you lonely all by yourself? Wow, thanks for pointing it out. Who is all by herself? If you're asking for a fight, I'll give it to you. Oh shoot, are they also twins? Or do they just have similar hair? Because I thought they were the same person at first. Kashima is so susceptible to agitation. You know what's funny? She kind of reminds me of Kashima, just like design-wise. Kashima from Konkol. Under the one night rules, 2 roles will be added on top of the ones I gave before. First, the thief. They can trade cards with any one person, however they won't know what that person's role is in advance. Second, the psycho. In the werewolf camp, yet the seer sees them as a villager, a real troublesome fellow. However, the werewolf doesn't know who's the psycho and the psycho doesn't know who's the werewolf. But since this is one night werewolf, the seer will be able to divine that the psycho is the psycho. In fact, the seer is able to divine anyone's exact roles, but still, the werewolf doesn't know who's the psycho and the psycho doesn't know who's the werewolf. Actually, there are other roles that form a third camp, but it'll get rather complicated, so perhaps we can stick them in once we've learned how to play. Haha, this sounds like foreshadowing. I wrote some notes on the roles, so make use of them. Tremendously thoughtful. Lastly, in One Night Werewolf, there are 2 extra cards in the deck. The leftovers remain in a face-down state. Only the seer can know what's on these cards, or the thief if they steal a face-down card. But of course, should they pick one of these, they can't divine the role of another player. I'm a bit fuzzy on it still, but I believe I follow. I kind of zoned out on what she was saying because there were so many rules, so we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. The ultimate division of cards will be 2 villagers, 2 seers, 2 werewolves, 1 thief, and 1 psycho. 8 cards in total. Now let's play around. Okay. Who are we gonna be? It's just Mafia, it can't be that bad. And then suddenly those twins from the rain come in and everyone's dead. At the proposal of Rokuro and the others, I ended up playing werewolf. Cards with roles written on them were passed out to each of us face down. Now then, everyone check your role. Do it with protective prudence so the person beside you can't sneak a peek. My role is villager. That might make it easier to see the score than if I had a special role. Next, the werewolves will confirm who their allies are, and divining and thieving may take place. Everyone put your head down on your desks. Each of the action phases came to an end. Upon Sasuna's signal, everyone timidly lifted their heads. Well then, now begins daytime. Give statements like, my role is this, and try to guess the werewolves. Who could the villainous werewolves of this world be? Since we have some novices playing, let's give 10 minutes for the discussion. So, can I say something? Yes, go ahead. I'm Kashima Akabono, the seer. I used divination on Professor Yoinada. He was a villager. Aha, that's correct. Really? What, are you calling me a liar? Whoa, don't shout so much. What are you, a crow? Who are you calling a crow? More importantly, I'm wondering if there's any other seers. Huh? I'm the seer. I am also a seer, though? Ho ho! Well, there are 2 seers in the deck, so such a turn of events is possible. Who did you use divination on, Zero? About that. It was you, Akabono, and you also came up as a seer. Thank you for your contribution. Well now, that doesn't exactly inspire confidence. How so? Is Akabono saying she's a seer and I saying the same not make it certain? If we can take you at your word, then that'd be true, but look at the big picture. It's easy peasy to make that claim right after Kashima-chan said she was a seer. Yes, that's true. Well considered, Rokuro. Am I right or am I right? He's gonna die. No. Zero, if you're really a seer, be a little more tenacious. Who knows, maybe a third seer will show up. Will it now? A brief silence followed Kashima's agitated remark. It seems Kashima and Zero are the only ones claiming to be seers. To be honest, looking at the face-down cards would have made it easier for you to confirm what roles are in play. But Kashima-chan and Zero, I guess you were both just too dumb to arrive at that idea, huh? Whoa now, steady yourself, calm down, take deep breaths. Yeah, come on, it's just a game. He is absolutely dying. And if he's not dying, he is going to go through some terrible, terrible things. Or cause terrible, terrible things. Sir Roku, I'd like to ask you to choose your words more carefully. And see, he's acting like a novice teasing sister-in-law. Interesting choice of words there. Well, I could kind of guess from your reactions. Sheesh, this guy. So just Kokichi. Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. If I may interject, this is our celestial Ludenberg. Oh, don't tell me a third seer. No, I am the thief. Oh. And I traded for one of the face-down cards, resulting in the role of villager. I see, in short. If Lady Tina can be believed, there's definitely at least one werewolf in the village. That is correct. You would say that? Is there something that offends you? Sure is, it's making my guts boil, cause the real thief is me. Oh no, oh my. I swapped with Sesuna-chan, and Sesuna-chan was a villager. So from my point of view, it's pretty darn likely Tina-chan is with the werewolves. True, but also 12-year-old boys are just like that. You know what? You're right. That's also true. That is also true. Maybe he's just 12. Maybe that's his issue. Though who can say if she's a psycho or a werewolf specifically? So I see. Well, from my point of view, I believe Madame Sesuna, Madame, the only one who has not stated her role or indicated another, is quite likely a werewolf. The one who raised his voice to protect her is the psycho. That is what I would say. Is Rokuro a werewolf? Nope, the thief. I see, so you're on my side. Zero. Come on. This is a rather tricky one. Who should I believe? Mr. Teacher Man, I'll be honest, I'm so lost here. Well, One Night Werewolf never provides much definitive info, which is what makes it tricky, but we have 4 players making statements concerning their own roles. Lady Kashima, a seer, Sir Zero, a second seer, Lady Tina, a thief, and Sir Rokuro, a second thief. Regarding the seers, there are 2 in the deck, so it is possible for 2 to exist. Well, only 1 thief card exists, so one of the 2 is certainly lying. And through divination and thefts, we've got statements about 3 people and 1 of the face-down cards. Kashima-chan divined Yoi-chan was a villager, and Zero divined Kashima-chan was a seer. Okay, I'm gonna say Kashima's right, so Kashima is like a seer. We're definitely a villager. The other 3, I'm just kind of like, you know what, they exist. Tina-chan stole a face-down villager card, and I stole Sesuna-chan's villager card. Okay, so not being played right now is that villager card Tina stole, and Rokuro stole Sesuna. Wait, who's Sesuna? Oh my god. Unless she's lying, because if I were a seer, I'd totally claim the teacher as the basic role. You know what, that's true. If I were a seer, I'd totally claim the teacher is the basic role. That does make sense. Oh. I do feel like, though, one of the seers is definitely a seer. Well, obviously, but, I'm making sense here, right? No? So those 2 roles haven't been corroborated are Zero and Tina. Was I not a seer? If you really are a seer, you should believe in yourself a little more, okay? Got it. I'm a seer. I'm just playing devil's advocate. It makes sense because Zero added on, and he can't lie about being a seer if she's lying. Also, I don't think Zero's capable of lying. That's also a good point. Bro was just like, yeah, I'm a seer. I feel like he seems pretty transparent. Well, it'll be time to vote soon. If there's anything you want to ask, do it soon. I should ask for further details. Ah! What is this? Oh no, gameplay! Touch the student's icon to talk with them. Touching the question mark icon will advance the story, but if you advance without talking enough, it may sometimes result in a bad outcome, and one of the students will die! who to talk to. We're gonna save. We're gonna save. Whoa! Look at all these save files. Save one. Items. Okay. Villagers. Villager, seer, thief. Werewolves, werewolf, psycho. Seer can know someone's role or face down card. Thief can trade with another or face down card. Psycho / werewolf don't know each other. Villager has no powers. Seer can know one person's role or face down card. Thief can trade with another or face down card. Psycho werewolf can't know who's a psycho or werewolf. Okay. What the heck? What is this? What is this thing? Oh! Wee! Okay, that's not what we're playing the game for. Roster. Yo, we can look at their grades. Crude and aggressive, but honest at heart. Maybe. Who has like the worst grades? I feel like it would be Mino. Never mind. Unless that's a 1 and not a 7. Let's judge the grades of 12-year-olds. You're right. It's okay. We're allowed to do this. We're the teacher. Ia doesn't look like she's doing too well. Tina's doing extremely well. This guy is average upon average. Then again, he's above average upon average. She does, generally well. This guy's kind of all over the place. Oh, this guy is on the lower side. PE 5. Good for her. Okay, so let's see. Somehow I feel like because she has mystery upon mystery, smells like a forest. Why? Interesting notes we have here. Honest at heart, maybe. Always sleepy. Often sleeps during class. Watch out. What do you mean, watch out? She's just eepy. Average, but a high average. He's a nice kid. That's exactly what I said. Not nice to me. Has a rather good personality. A cult fanatic. Sometimes talks too fast to follow. Often out for show business, but good test scores. Oh! Dynamic stands out, not poorly behaved, maybe a tad bit too overconfident. Mystery upon mystery, smells like a forest. Why? Those are some good notes. Hard to read his emotions, but he seems mature. Likes idols, skips rampantly to attend their concerts. Tends to cause trouble, requires special attention. Aw. Are there backsides? No. Okay, who are we talking to? We're gonna talk to Tina. I am the thief, and traded for a face-down card, which was a villager. Ask. To paraphrase Sir Rokuro, I believe that looking at a face-down card would make it simpler to determine the distribution of roles. Okay. To restate my earlier point, my perspective is that Sir Rokuro's antagonism is quite suspect. But also he's just like that, so like... Furthermore, his supposed trade partner being Sesuna-chan casts the suspicion of her being in the werewolf camp. Okay. My personal opinion that there is very likely a single werewolf. The trouble, however, is deciding which of them is the werewolf, for there's no point in hanging the psycho. Okay. How to interpret this game board? Well, ask as you wish, but I can reply as I am a villager. Strictly speaking, if you trust Sir Rokuro, who confirmed me as a villager, then Lady Tina is either the psycho or a werewolf. I don't know, I feel like I agree with Tina's logic. She's the psycho, that means there's no werewolf. What happens then? In that case, there being no werewolf in the village means the psycho is not tempted by werewolves and joins the villager camp. This is referred to as a peaceful village, a village in which there is no werewolf to begin with. And in voting, if everyone votes for the person to their right, it distributes the votes and means no execution, which is obviously not going to happen because we have Rokuro, which is an option you need to take in that event. I get it. Might have learned something good there. I'm a seer. I divined Mr. Yoinada to be a villager. Huh? Why did I choose you? Right, it's true. I did think about checking Rokuro or someone like that. But I felt like it might be better to look for other allies. Huh. Okay, now that she says it like that, I don't know if I believe her. First it is Rokuro is your enemy. There's a possibility he is, isn't there? And just look at it. If we believe Tina is the real thief, Rokuro is either the psycho or a werewolf. And I suppose you're inclined to think Tina is the real thief. He called me an idiot. I'll never forget. She sure holds a grudge. Okay, Mr. Suspicious 12-year-old man. That's a thief. He traded with Sesuna, and she was a villager. Why did I choose Sesuna? Easy. I felt bad for her because I didn't think anybody'd pick her. I don't like him. What a thing to say. The more unknowns you can clear up, the easier it is, right? And yet you berated Kashima and Zero for not looking at the face down cards? I mean, that is... you don't have to believe Kashima, but believe me, okay? Yeah, because you're totally believable. That's a little too convenient. You can interpret it however you like. Alright, Yoi-chan. Okay, I don't trust him. I'll be honest, I don't trust him. That's a seer. He divided Akabona's role to also be a seer. Why did I choose her? No special reason if I had to say. Maybe because her seat was right in front of me. Maybe Roku was right, and looking at a face down card would have been better. I just had to make use of that knowledge the next time you play. Right you are. So as such, since Akabona said she divined you to be a villager, you're about the only other I can trust. So we're basically in the same boat. You're right. Wait, I don't have my water with me. I think it's across the room. I'll be back. I'll be back. Whoa. Water. Agua. In my mouth. Wahoo. Ah. Yay. Okay. Okay. Had to die for a sec, but I'm back. The warlock revived me. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back to life. By the way, I just realized he looks just like Heathcliff. He kinda does. He kinda does, yeah. If Heathcliff was like, you know, Asian. And was like aging a little bit. Okay. Can we ask them about things again? Okay, no, they're just gonna say the same thing. Okay, so one of the seers I feel like is definitely a seer. The other one is probably super mega lying about being a seer. The rest of them, I've got no idea, I'll be honest. I'm inclined to think she's probably the not the thief. New save so you don't have to click through that again. Oh, you're right. We just overwrote our save, so we can't get any bad endings. Sad. Okay, well, start progression. From my point of view, I trust Kashima since she confirmed me as a villager. As for Zero, who claimed Kashima was a seer, well, can't dismiss the idea that he just jumped on the opportunity, but he's always honest to a fault. It's hard to think it was a lie. As for the thief, I don't have enough information to be confident about who it is. Hopefully there's some tack that can get me out of this deadlock. Can we get more information? No, I think they're all gonna say the same thing. Have you tried Nausea before? I have not. I have not tried Nausea before. Okay. She says she's a villager. It's like Among Us, but when you get to think about what characters do based on their personalities. Oh, fun. That's basically Among Us when you have friends, isn't it? I was obsessed with it for a bit. 100%ed it on Steam. Yo, maybe I'll think about it. Okay, I think everyone is gonna say the same thing. We're gonna progress the story. We'll figure it out somehow. La 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 la. Advance. La 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 la. Cha la 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 la. Well then, we're just about out of time. So does anyone want to say anything more? Seems not. Alright, time is up. So please place your votes on the count of 3. Point at the one you wish to vote for, please and thank you. Oh no, she said peas and thank you. Who should I? Oh, can I vote for myself? Okay. Okay. Do we know who's on our right? Who we can vote for? Who are we voting for? I don't necessarily want to vote for. I think Zero might be innocent. So if Zero's innocent, that means what's her face? Kashima is innocent. So it's those two who are fine, but it's Rokuro, Tina, and Sesuna who might not be fine. Technically, it doesn't matter if you vote for who's on your right without discussing first. Prisoner's dilemma and all that. Huh. You're right. In that case, what if I just kind of like... Okay. Whoever it lands on, if it's not Zero or Kashima, we're voting. Because, I don't have the brain cells for this at the moment. Okay. I feel like Sesuna would be pretty good at lying. Tina would also be good at lying. Rokuro would be all sus, and then he'd be like pull a 180 and be like, guess what? I actually wasn't the bad guy at all. So I feel like Tina or Sesuna. Oh shoot, but then he said that he switched with her, so if I believe him, then she's fine. So I guess that just singles out Tina? You know what? 1, 2, 3. Lady Tina and Sir Rokuro both received 2 votes. But you guys are heartless. I must agree on my part as well. Now we'll reveal the cards all at once. Was this the correct answer? The face down cards were both werewolves, which means this was a peaceful village. Peaceful village? It's when there's not a single werewolf in the village. Right answer here is basically for everyone to pick the person to their right, canceling the votes and no execution. Oh, I was not aware of this. If I had known, I would have stated I was the psycho. So I kind of was right, you know? Given the situation though, it's still not like we could have discarded the possibility you were a werewolf. Huh, so there's a rule for that. I was not aware of it before, but this is quite a fun game. It's tense wondering what role you'll get. I think I've got it now. I'll try to do better next time. Feels like it'd be a pain if Roku or Tina had been werewolves. You're just dumber than me is all. Ahem. Ooh, scary, scary. Oh, they're so painfully 12. Heaven help me. Kashima, don't get so emotional that you lose sight of your surroundings. Grr. You have a point. I lost control of myself. I'm kind of curious. What happens if you go back and talk to Tina after finding out about the peaceful village rules? If you go back, talk to Tina after finding out about the peaceful village rules, does it let you discuss the vote? I would try it if I didn't overwrite my save. I don't know. Of course, Rokuro, you shouldn't be so provoking either. Maybe if we get to another save point, I'll like go back and try. I'm just telling the truth. Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Besides, Kashima gets better grades than you. That's alright, but I'm better at this game, aren't I? Why aren't you saying anything, Mr. Yoiner? well, now that we've got in the mood, let's go for round 2. Fuwa! Oh my. As expected, in a game that so closely resembles psychological warfare, you two are adept. Your compliment honors me. Sure, it's not just that all these guys are so easy to read. It's impressive how you can lie without hesitation, Rokuro. That's just the game, man. I don't normally lie, do I? Yes, I suppose so. Kashima is clearly upset. Cheer up, Kashima-chan. You've got a good conscience. You're just obvious. See, sigh. That's not true. Don't tell me she took that as a compliment. I'm equally unable to read the movement stuff. Yeah, unlike he just unintentionally exudes an unreadable atmosphere, perhaps. Might I posit that in truth, he isn't especially thinking anything? Did something happen in your past so you lost your emotions or something? What kind of person do you think I am? They're psychoanalyzing their 30-year-old teacher. Poor guy. Oh. Perfect timing. Get back to your seats with the other students. Return to their seats one after another. When do they start killing each other? Some of them sprinted over, while others returned with reluctant looks. After that, the class began moving their desks to the sides of the room for cleaning. La 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 la. Phew, all done. Wonder if it'll rain on the way home. Doesn't smell like rain, so Mino thinks it won't. I feel like she has something to do with those funky twins at the beginning. Whoo, Mino's a good girl. She is! Not even remotely. Yikes, why do you look like you've had the soul sucked out of you? Haha, English is still too tough for you, is it, Mino-chan? Gotta be Japanese, the curvy kind. Well, this is Japan after all. You can get by with just hiragana. Whew, if Iya says so, it must be true. You're like 12, do you not know kanji? Sigh, might have to think of simpler approaches even Mino can understand. By the way, are you coming to school tomorrow, Naki? I can attend until tomorrow. Next week I'll be off doing work again. I see, the world of showbiz is rough, huh? I feel like these two, Haito and Naki, they're gonna have some kind of like... They're gonna have some kind of Milgram thing going on. Not like current Milgram, but like Milgram novel 1. With the weird stalker guy. And what's her face? S. If it's idols, I know all the details, but what's your stage name again? Well, I act pretty different from the way I am normally, so it might be better for me if you don't know. What? Do you like act in plays? Are you gonna give birth to 2 twins and then get stabbed when you're 20? Sure, I've done jobs like that before. Well, I can't imagine. So is there something about tomorrow? Since it's Friday, we were talking about the guys of the class hanging out together. Huh? Is it okay if I come too? Huh, why not? After all, we hardly ever get to hang out with you. I see, then I'd be glad to go. Wow, Naki-chan's Kim and nice. Outdoors would be nice. It's stuffy inside. But I'd sure like to go to a candy store or something. Giving your all, even in play, that's the way of men. That's such a cringe line. My god, you are 12. Oh, the boys sound like they're having a fun talk. Good for them. No girls allowed. What about Naki? This is a cootie-free zone. What about Naki? So mean. But then we'll get together tomorrow and do something too. Mean will come with. I'd rather go home and sleep. What if we went out and ate sweets? I'll go. I do not have plans, so I'm able to go as well. I haven't had any special problem with that either. Ooh, sounds good. Kashmir-chan, you're going too, right? Sure. Just as I was fearing, you might rebuke us as the class president. Do I detect a rather cheerful expression? No. Haha, let's all go together, girls. This is a lot of talking. I won't stop you from having fun, but don't do anything weird or play around past dark. If that's possible, time flies when you're having fun. I'll go on patrol outside and arrest you if I see you. Yikes. It's hard to tell if you're serious or joking sometimes. Is he allowed to do that? Arrest them, I mean? Goodbye for now, Professor. Goodbye. Yes, goodbye. Okay. Okay. And now we're gonna go home and we're gonna get killed. As they had never been tired from cleaning it all, they're trotting home with cheerful gaits. Let's finish up here. I should get home quickly. Yeesh. When I finished my duties and left the school, it was beginning to drizzle. Better than this morning. Hope it doesn't get worse before I get home. Ah! The guys. Mister! Mister! Oh, the kids from this morning. What is it, you two? She is Shion. Niri is Nerine. Irk. What's wrong, mister? No, it's nothing. So, what do you want? I want to be with you, mister. Take us with you, mister. Don't we need a license for adoption or something? No, can't do that. People would call that a kidnapping. Where are you kids from? Where are your parents? Mishta? What are you talking about me? I'm not your estranged uncle or anything. I'm not in any relationship, much less married. Mista? Maybe they weren't answering the question, rather just want to say Mista. So, look you two. Huh? And the instant I was looking down, the 2 children that had been there suddenly disappeared. Did they run off? I muttered that to myself, then ran along the road home. Do. We're gonna wake up, and we're not gonna wake up. Sat on the bedside of a woman sleeping face up. I'm going to die. The woman whispered quietly. Stop it. I'm sure they'll come for me. Even if it takes decades, centuries, millennia, more than that even. Isn't this enough? So please, wait for me. Just... That was such a delayed reaction for me. What? That wasn't even that scary. Okay. I don't know what that was. Ooh, Sweat. Not only covered my brow, but dampened my dress shirt, making it cling to my skin. I know this game had lore that I love, but it's been years. I have no idea. Still not morning. I assumed I had fallen asleep. Like a pile of bricks as soon as I got home. My pulse was still rapid. Pant, pant. Still not morning. He's glasses-less. I just realized. I looked at the clock. It was still 4 a.m. Questioned whether I should sleep. Since I had school tomorrow, I knew I had to sleep, but I didn't want to have that dream. Those feelings took precedence. I haven't had that dream in years. It's been a while since I did this, but maybe I'll sit and wait it out. Lean my back against the wall, taking a not especially comfortable position so I wouldn't accidentally fall asleep. Waited for the night to end like that, hearing only the noise of insects. It's morning. Before I knew it, the night had gone. It did occur to me about this approach. It isn't good for the back at my age. I gently lifted my aching hips. I was decently proud of my sturdiness, but it seemed that too had become a past glory. I do sit down a lot during my duties as a teacher, too. Better get ready soon. Just kidding, you're gonna have a heart attack. What's that? Probably has to do with my lack of sleep. I know to sort myself out and sleep properly tonight. I can't put too much burden in my body. That's what my aching back had taught me. Morning. My students, actually even students from other classes, were gathered outside the classroom. Some were disconcerted. Some were having whispering discussions. Some were openly weeping. But all of their gazes were fixed on what was inside the classroom. Okay. First dead person. Who are we thinking? I'm thinking someone who played werewolf. Someone who played werewolf. Rokuro seems like he would live. I'm thinking probably like Kashima. Kashima, probably. Sesuna feels too occulty to die. Maybe even Naki. Probably Naki. One of the girls. Yoi-chan, Yuki's. Yo, bro. Oh, Yuki. Oh, shoot, that's the sleepy one. It very much has to do with the vote result. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't care to remember their names. Real. Who can I name? There's Zero. There's Riku. There's Naki. There's Yuki. There's Kashima. There's Sesuna. There's Tina. There's Rokuro. And then I kind of forgot past that. Her breathing was extremely erratic. Without even stopping to let me acknowledge her, she grabbed my arm and pulled me along. There I saw Yuki lying down with her head in Kashima's lap. Hey, Yuki, what's the matter? Yuki? I tried shaking her body and lightly prodding her cheek, but she didn't respond. I quickly checked her pulse and whether she was breathing. Looks like she's just fainted. Have you called an ambulance? That's right, an ambulance. No, it's fine. You can calm down first, Kashima. I'll make the call. I left Yuki to dial for an ambulance. As I stood up, I saw into the classroom. There. Ah! Who? Whomst? Hello? What? I just said you wouldn't die. What? Yo! That is. He seemed too important to die. Hello? Okay, so what's going on here? Looks like he's being hung from his intestines, for one. That's not fun. And also his necktie? Why is that cut? I saw Rokuro in a gruesome state, hung in the center of the classroom. Hello, do you have an emergency? Is there a fire? Hello? Kore yomenai yo. The sound grew distant. All sounds were overtaken by the sound of my heartbeat. My senses returned for the start. This was... He has the Hajun glasses. Sorry, I just noticed. This is like a really serious moment. But Mr. Teacher Man has the Hajun glasses. What's going on here? Looking around, I appeared to be under the overhang of a tea house, taking shelter from the rain. I had a strange uneasiness, and it seemed it refused to settle, instead growing larger and larger. Unable to bear it, I took off running without regard for the rain that beat against the ground. It's not a random stream without a Paradox Live mention. It really isn't. It really isn't. Morning, Whoa. Mr. Yoinada, you're soaking wet. Didn't he just die? Didn't Rokuro just die? Rokuro, you're alive? As I hesitatingly touched his body, Rokuro gave me a dubious look. What's the deal, Yoi-chan? Did the rain splash up so hard it hit you upside the head? It's not healthy to make yourself chilly. The two of them responded to my actions with curious looks. Was it just a dream? It's nothing. Sorry to do that all of a sudden. Weirdo. What? So the two of them head off to the classroom, then head off to the staff room to get some spare clothes. Glad I've got these here, since I always get my clothes dirty catching wild dogs that trespass and whatnot. Kashima was standing outside the door to the staff room. Her eyes seemed filled with fear. What's up, Kashima? Mr. Yoinada. It's nothing. She knows something. She knows something. It's her seer abilities, I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's because... But then if... it had anything to do with being a seer, then Zero would have said something. With that quick remark, Kashima went running off. Before I knew it was first period. Observe the students' behavior. Most of them didn't seem concerned about anything. However, Kashima alone was even for a restless air. First period Friday is English, right? I was checking the schedule and thinking out loud, the students went to buzz. Yoi-chan, today's Thursday, isn't it? So it's math, right? That's right, no English today, so Mino didn't bring her textbook. Thursday? I hastily turned on my cell phone. According to the screen, today was indeed Thursday. Yoi-chan! While I struggled to grasp the situation, Rokuro indifferently called out. What, do you need something? Just wanted to ask, Yoi-chan. I was dead here, what? Yeah, you sure were, weren't you? Like gasp. Ooh, cutscene. Yeah, cutscene that I'm gonna speak over. The music does hit, I will say that. It is kind of blurry, but you know what? If it works, it works. Oh, the funny twins. Is there a way to differentiate them? I wonder. There has to be. Love games with opening animations. You're so right! This is such a miwashiba game moment. Aw. I should replay one day hard. I think the girl twins' hair is a little longer. If I remember right, I think they also might have different hair ties? If I remember, I'm not sure. There was a lot of flashing of the same scene. And that diamond distortion effect. Rokuro's words made my throat tighten. At the same time, I felt like the other students' expressions stiffened as well. Wow, distortion, just like... And suddenly, Yoinada can hear a woman's voice whispering into his mind. You were dead. Do you mean hung? Yeah, that. What's the meaning of this? I mean, it means exactly what I said. Eh? So, no way, so that wasn't a dream? Don't tell me you saw it too. Huh, everybody had the same dream? I woke up in front of the flowers, so I thought I'd nod it off. Rokuro, weren't you saying it was probably just a dream too? I mean, obviously we wouldn't be having class otherwise, right? Besides, the students and teachers in the other classes didn't seem to know. But, Yoi-chan, you seemed like you might. You found my actions this morning curious too, didn't you? Look, meeting your teacher in the morning and him doing that all of a sudden is surprising stuff, right? Doing what? What did you do to Rokuro? Okay, you don't need to word it so weird, Rokuro. Enough of that. For now, who here had a dream about seeing Rokuro's hanged corpse? The students glanced at each other nervously and reluctantly raised their hands. Everyone? Well, what's going on? Were all of us sleepy? This is an occult phenomenon, indeed. She is absolutely a fan favorite. First, I want to hear from everyone one by one. I'll have you come out into the hall in seating order. Start with your seat number and name, and if you know of anything unusual or curious that's happened lately, tell me. What's the intent of that? There's no question that there's a strange phenomenon going on, and I see some of you are feeling quite anxious. So my goal is to both grasp the situation and provide counseling, I suppose. Make sure to come in order, starting from the front left seat. Understood. Do we get a seating chart? Tina Itupirka. Seat number 4. Seat number 4. Ayakashi. Ayashi. Anything unusual other than your seat number of being 4? I don't know. Let us see. There have been rumors amongst the girls as of late. Some say they hear strange voices. Strange voices? Like what? Well, it's not as if I heard them myself. Inquire with Iya, if you please. Tina was a wealthy daughter from the Itupirka financial conglomerate. She is Yon Hajun Paradox Live. In short, a very large group that held considerable power in this area. As for the girl herself, I guess I should say hard to get a hold on. While her thinking in itself was sound, her unbending nature made it common for her to clash with other people, which was a bit concerning. It is a very strange occurrence for this class alone to have all the same dream. Hopefully it is a dream. Alright, you can go. Splitting up into girls and boys in such a small class is crazy, actually. You right? There's like, what, 10 people in this class? 10 people in this class. Like, what's the point? Pardon me. Next person. Seat number 2. Yuki Utashiro. I'm sleepy. Why? I don't know why she gets this voice. That's nothing new. You're the first witness, Yuki. I'm part of the campus cleanup committee, so I woke up early to water the flowers in the classroom. And then I fainted as soon as I saw it. Yuki was always seemed to be sleepy and half awake during class at best. However, she did good work for the cleanup committee every morning, so I didn't think she lacked diligence. Awful YouTube compilation commentary voice. That is unfortunately what Yuki is getting. Even if she nodded off in class, not every day you see a corpse. It's alright. Get some rest. Okay. I'm sure it was just a dream, yeah. Though I don't feel like I slept at all. Am I the asshole for fainting when I saw my dead classmate hanging from the ceiling? Well, you're technically in class, so don't sleep now. Aw. She was all set to conk out, huh? Do-dee-dee-doo, Seat number 7, Iya Shishibe. Hey, ya. I don't know why I read things like that. You told me you've heard strange voices. Strange voices? Oh yeah, I did. Kind of like moaning? Moaning? Sort of like that. I call that growling myself. Yeah, that's the ticket. Iya looked and acted flashy, but didn't behave badly or anything. I'd call her a light-hearted student. But occasionally she'd be too light-hearted and have that taken advantage of. Well, I don't know if that has anything to do with this, though. Right now, I want to hear whatever anyone has to say. Alright, you're done. 2 she's in her name. Surely that's not ominous. Oh, you right. You right. And let's see. Her what else about her? Hold on. My blanket fell on the floor again. What else about her? Seat number 7. Let's see. Seat number 7. Iya Shishibe. That's kind of, you know, that could be like Nanashi, nameless, but instead of 774, it's 744. 7 is kind of unlucky too. You're right. But more Western unlucky. That is true. I don't know. Nobody else has brought up like hearing things. Then again, Tina only mentioned Iya, so it could be someone else who is hearing things other than Iya, and but Iya was just whoever came to mind first. Alrighty tootie. I feel like she's gonna die at some point. Righty tootie. Kasuma Akebono, seat number 1. No need to strain your voice so much. I am the class president, so I feel it's only expected of my title. I think she said all the girls were talking about it. Okay, in that case, I guess it was probably Iya who had the most prominent one. So, something unusual? I can't really say I know anything. Wouldn't even count Rokuro dying, honestly. Not even a person's death? Look, you just plain expect him to get murdered, right? Even if it was a mass dream. Well, I do expect he'd earn grudges. There have been countless times I might have gone through with my murderous intents if not for the laws of this land. Okay. Thanks, Kashima. That's so reassuring. That's frightening. Like he doesn't earn it with the things he does. And you're our class president? Soma Onstar. No, because like during that beginning scene with the sword and the heavy breathing, I was kind of sitting there and I was like, this sounds like something Soma Onstars would do. I'd prefer if you were a simple skirt flipper, honestly. You're fine with skirt flipping? Why not? It's just fabric. Kashima was overly serious, or maybe more accurately, she played by her own bizarre rules. Sometimes she'd make some dangerous sounding proclamations too. There had been times she nearly went fists flying. She had a tendency to let her feelings overcome her a bit too often. Despite how she spoke, her eyes were wavering quite a bit, likely due to her over-diligent personality. With everyone thinking it was a strange dream, she might have been the one most disturbed by this incident. Well, okay, don't overdo it. You can go now. Excuse me? We're kind of not getting anywhere here, let's be honest. I am Sesuna Kano, seat number 5. Hahaha, the god within me is speaking. Oh, she's crazy. They say, things have been much too peaceful thus far. In other words, you yourself have nothing to know besides the incident. Jumping jalopy jackpot! VG person, you and your translations. What the heck does that mean? Why, just what it sounds like. Why is she making a face like it's only natural I understand it? I believe it to be a bad dream, but... Sesuna, she surely loved the occult. She'd sometimes bring up spiritual matters, often making me unsure how to react. The phrases she used tended to get oddly stuck in my memories. In fact, I almost said them myself sometimes. What did she say earlier? Jumping something jackpot? Jumping jalopy... Horaito regarded rigatoni. Raito regarded rigatoni. Mino narai date. Seat number 9. Yep. Something strange. I'm not reading that. Who told you that? Iya. Her, huh? The answer's no. Not something I wanted to know. Oh, I see. So, that's where we're headed, huh? Oh, well, nothing from you then. Is it something you eat? You're not exact. We're moving on. She mostly flunked outside of PE. Alright, you can go back to your seat now. Gotcha. We're moving on. We're not. Seat number 6. Naki Kokuriko. Let's see, I don't think I know anything. I haven't come to school in a while. Right, you only occasionally come to school due to your performing work. Retta loses it live on stream. Fair enough. Like, what was I supposed to do in that case? Bro, man. Why did I pull something like that out of nowhere? Yeah, no helping them. I mean, I think it was a dream. It's just all kinds of strange. Like, was active in the Navy from a young age. It's really bothers like all these school, even though she was absolutely a student who got above average test scores. His lack of attendance made it hard to show that on a report card, though. Wait, Maki's a dude? I thought Maki was a girl this whole time. I'll be honest. I was like, why would they invite Maki to boys' night out? Maki's a girl. Maki is not. Maki is in fact a guy. Okay. He apparently used a stage name, but I never seen Maki on TV, even though according to him he appeared pretty regularly. So right when you arrived, disaster struck. Don't put it like that, Mr. Yoinata. I'm a student of class 212. Right, sorry, you can go back now. Don't push yourself too much, bro man. They've got that stereo panned audio. Ryokuro Yamakagashi, seat number 12. He also has she in his name. I thought that Astolfo girl would have been a guy. You know, that's fair. That's fair. If anyone's gonna be a cross-dresser, probably would have been someone who looks like Astolfo, but no, it was Maki, one of the more plainer looking ones. Well, I wouldn't say there's been anything too bizarre, just getting my body tore up and hung and killed. But that's all. You're the one I want to hear from most. But seriously, that is all I've got. Basically, I'm the one who wants to know what happened to me. Roku was the most difficult person to deal with in class and the hardest to tell what he was thinking. Self-conceited and not very cooperative. He was a lot of trouble. If only he were a little more mature. My guy, he's 12. I don't know what you expect. If even you don't know, I guess there's nothing I can do. That's right. You can go for now. I'll ask later if something strikes me. This is just an ensemble cast intro. It really is. We need like background music, like a rap, maybe some choreography. You want to talk to me that badly, Yoi-chan? Not right now. No, feel free to leave. Rude. We gotta we can have a whole like musical here. Seat number 8, Riku Takaso. What has me curious is how I heard you've been going to the local Abra soba shop lately. What does that have to do with anything? Pretty much daily, if I hear right. How do you know that? Oh, because I go there too. Karuto likes Saburo soba. Coming to think of it, he does. Is that unusual? I'm constantly shaking my head at how you two can eat it so often and never get tired of it. The ensemble cast and Miku. Wow, my favorite Miku Hatsune musical, Broadway musical. Riku was highly self-confident and looked down on others but provided a helpful sort. He and Karuta got along well. Hanstar's Miku collab. Oh my god, guys. I am now going to recite every single line after this to the tune of Tell Your World. Specifically because on Star's Miku collab, I did feel their friendship was I'm not doing that. I did feel their friendship was mostly a result of Karta's tolerance, forgiving Riku's eccentricity though. You're getting older, Mr. Yoinata, so you should pay more head to your health sooner or later. Dude, you are 12. Shut up. If I could die from Aburo Soba, I'd be pretty happy with that. This is the real karaoke stream. You right. Karata said something similar. You guys are beyond help. That's all I wanted to ask. You can leave now. I got it. Excuse me. That really was it. This is our Tomoe Hiyori. If Tomoe Hiyori was like 12 times more depressing. Okie dokie. Next person. Seat number 3, Karata Uruwashi. Something strange, huh? Like you eating avocado soba every day. Why does everyone care about the teachers? About the teacher eating avocado soba every day? He is a grown man. Let him. Riku already mentioned that. Oh, I see it. Then I'll ask Riku later. No need to do that. He had no particular specialties, but he had a high average, you might say. He generally gave me the impression that he could shrewdly work out anything. He had a big-hearted personality too. No real faults to speak of. If the last guy was Hiyori, this guy is Tomoya. This is the guy who's friends with the last one. He's the reason why Riku mentioned it to Yoinata. Nothing else in particular. Oh, the new Abra Soba shop they opened in Kantenbashi is pretty good. That is good info. Wow. Too bad we're never gonna go there because we're probably gonna die again. Nice. Let's eat there together sometime, Mr. Yoinata. Later. You can go back to your seat. Okay. How many more characters are there? Haito Minai, seat number 11. Anything amiss? Well, I won a ticket to an Emi-chan concert recently. Is she an idol? Yeah, you like her too, Mr. Yonata? I just know the name. What a shame. She'll brighten up your life. Anyway, that's why if time really got rewound, it makes me want to die. Haito likes pop idols, enough to sometimes skip school and go to concerts. Lately, he's been cautious not to let his grades drop accordingly, but show some moderation. If you make your truancy too obvious, there'll have to be extreme measures. Which is more important to you, Mr. Yoinata? Studying or living? I suggest you live and study. You can go now. These are not what 12-year-olds act like. You're right. This guy, who is the most 12-year-old here? Rokuro. Rokuro is the most 12-year-old. Mino acts like she's 5. Iya, I would say like 16. Haito is anywhere between 14 and like 30. Like, bro man, I like idols too, but I'm not skipping school to go to an idol concert, even if there were idol concerts in my area. This cast is basically 15 to 17. Are they? Are they? Wait, was this a middle school? Seat number 10, Zero Manzanka. Nothing's really been amiss. I grew a little taller. You're still growing? How tall are you? 191 centimeters? No, they're 12, but they act 15 to 17. Okay, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is how this guy is 12, but what? This man isn't 12. No. Okay, there's no way this kid is 12. He isn't. That is not a 12-year-old. What is? He is. Hold on. Let me convert this to American so I can easier visualize this. 191 cm in inches. 75. He's 6'3". Ew. No. What? Why? Stop that. What do you mean he's 12? No. What is oh, anime guys with normal heights. You were right. What is that's outrageous. Okay, they could be high school second years, which would be 16 to 17. Like, my god, every time I see an anime guy, looks like a midget. Hold on. And he's like 200 centimeters, right? Hold on, I swear. Yeah, this is, I have the readme file open. It says, Enju Yoinara, a teacher at Yusei Junior High in a rural town. This is their second year at junior high. They're like 13, 14, yeah, because this is Japan, not America. So yeah, they're like 13, 14 instead of like 12, 13. Oh my god. Why is he 6'5"? No. I wonder if this is a dream too. It isn't right now. I'm sure. Figures. Zero had a large frame, making him the most conspicuous in the class. When was 175 centimeters considered short? That's average height? Like, 175 short? That's, no. No. You would react candidly or be spacing out. Sometimes that had me curious. I felt people picked fights with him often, even students from other schools. Part of the problem was that he didn't generally turn people down, considering how often my son was Rokuro. I couldn't take my eyes off him for a number of reasons. Alright, you can go now. Right. Ouch. You sure are clumsy. Yeah. What a guy. Zero was the last one. I'll head back to the classroom. I feel like somehow Zero is kind of important to the plot. Though technically, I guess 13 to 14 is growth spurt age. Yeah, but at 13 to 14, the tallest guy I knew, outliers not included, was like 5'8". The hell as I thought. The students all seemed to believe this event was a dream. Then again, I live in a very Filipino area, so maybe that's why. The death of a classmate, the reversal of time, true, they both sounded like dreams. So what all have you ascertained from us? We just had the same mass dream after all, something like that, right? Now I'm certain this is the work of an Ayakashi. Ayakashi? How occult? Hold on now, you can't just expect to throw out that word casually and expect us to understand. For now, just listen to me. Let me ask you all, what do you think happens to people when they die? Who would know without dying first? You go to the good place. Heaven, right? This is the reason we men sing stuff like, man, I'm only 185 centimeters short. King's right. Short kings rise up. Like, what do you mean short? Like, oh, what happened to men being like 5'4"? Like, even here in America, like, for some reason, I feel like Filipino American kids are like absurdly tall. Like, you only get, you only get like short ones if they like didn't grow up in America their whole lives, like me. Sniffle. Only short kings allowed have to be under 165. Like, kind of to paradox. Right? There exists the world of gods, the world of spirits, the world of the dead, the physical world, and hell. We exist in the physical world, and when we die here... Okay. That's a lot of words. So, Senna, you can stop there. I'm guessing it'd be a long one. There are many theories about the afterlife, but people generally believe that the soul leaves the body. And that soul comes to some other world. To put it simply, that world and this world can be thought of as opposing shores. Third pet that I mentioned, unfortunately. Guess it must be pretty serious to be thinking about the afterlife while you're still living. Death is a once-in-a-lifetime event, after all. Longing to know things that are hard to know might just be human nature. However, there are exceptional cases there are going to reason together. Sure, so when you go there, immediately once you die, sorrows with strong feelings, whereas the world suddenly refuses to cross over. Like Shibakure, the earthbound spirits, only the soul wanders the world of the living. That's what it is. Yes, on a rare occasion, may cling to its body and become a living corpse. Sounds like what you call a zombie. You're not necessarily wrong. It simply puts their bodies in. While mature anyway, to break it down in even simpler terms. There goes that anyone can see. The process is quick enough, and it just be treated like a miraculous revival. Wouldn't it be possible for them to just return to living as normal? Then jump ahead a bit. Yeah, it would. More troublesome yet. Souls that dwell here too long begin to grow mad and lose control of their self. At the root of their desire to remain in this world lies an attachment to life. When a soul loses control, their attachment grows stronger and attacks the living. So it becomes even more out of control. Right, that's why people like us send them to the other side. We call the deceased who seek to share the blessings of the living Ayakashi. And we are their senders, so we call ourselves. I have heard the term, something about a lineage of diviners forming succession. Too long didn't read. Ghost, Zombies, and Among Us. Got you. I haven't, but you're not a teacher, Teach? Well, I wasn't always set out to be a successor, but then my older sister died. I inherited the duty from her after quitting my old job and becoming the teacher I am now. So you're saying this affair wasn't a dream, but an Ayakashi's doing? That's what I think, yes? It doesn't feel very realistic. It's too outrageous to keep up with. You are going to be the next person to die. Sure, but if you look around, unrealistic things are happening. It's more believable to believe that it was a nightmare we all had together. So Yui-chan, whose fault are you saying it is? That I don't know yet. Judging from the fact that the effects have only been on this class, I'm here. I missed the last year by getting here at the exact moment it ended. I saw you and someone else got here like the moment I pressed, not even like the ending screen, just straight up stop streaming button. Glad you're here though. You missed this guy, blue-haired man dying. All I can say now is there's a possibility they're here in our class. There's an Ayakashi with Mino. I'm gonna bet. I'll be honest, I feel like it's her. Just because the random thing about her smelling like the forest. Haha, I'd love to speak with them. Won't they slice you up? I feel like it's either Mino or Naki. If this were a manga, I'd feel like you noticed someone had a special aura, or you used some sixth sense, but you can't tell, Mr. Yoinata. As I said, I wasn't originally meant to be a successor. Maybe my sister could have done that, but I can't. I wonder, what'll happen tomorrow? Probably I'm gonna die again, right? Then we just need to protect Rokuro. It's currently unclear what circumstances led to Rokuro being attacked, though. Is there any way I could assist, Mr. Yoinata? I'll help out, too. And Mino! Alright, how about you gather up books on yokai? Yokai? Actually, those are referred to as Ayakashi, too. Is there any meaning to that? The beings we call Ayakashi have existed for a long time. We use Ayakashi in a specific way now, but the word far predates that. I'm thinking we'll look for creatures whose natures match our current phenomenon and then go from there. So we're basically just playing Supernatural, but instead of two brothers who are super codependent on each other and some random angel who's decided to gain human will, we're just some guy. I would have thought that you'd be knowledgeable since that's your line of work. My previous job was totally unrelated to all this as well. I never believed that much in anything related to the occult, so I lack that knowledge. Would Sesuna know a lot? I do know more than the average person, but it's all stored in my head like I'm a walking dictionary, I'm afraid. However, I may be of service in finding the proper literature. Let's go to the library then. Are you sure? Aren't we having class? The principal's pretty lax. We'll manage. You're so graceless, Yoi-chan. Kashima still doesn't seem to have digested the situation. Just some guy in his class of 10, 14-year-olds. Ignore the one who's, 6'3", 191 centimeters. Yeah, that's definitely a 14-year-old. What? Save. Tra-la-la-la-tra. File 2. What are my options? Ooh. Graphic content? Oh yeah. Show us that graphic content. I don't know if I'm gonna regret that later. Items? Just werewolf notes. Roster. I wonder, did bro anything about him change? No. La 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 la. Smells like a forest. Why? That's such a good note. Oh, I can just like, whee! Okay. We need to go search the library. I think she was just rolling in dirt. Somehow that makes sense, as children do. Yeah, that does make sense. Ooh, library. Oh, Ruina. Climbing up some awfully creaky steps, we arrived at the school library. It was a snug little room, but filled with a large variety of books. There were history books, dictionaries, even somewhat dated manga and novels. Are there books in Ayakashi? Allow me to answer as a library assistant. There are also books in that small storeroom over there, you see. And I believe we'll have better luck. Oh, it's been locked. Going back to the first floor to borrow the key from the staff room would be troublesome. Mino can open it! Won't open. If you need physical labor, it's my time to shine. Oh man, it's Heathcliff time. So how have you been? How have I been? That's a good question. I'm alive. That's what matters. I'm alive and streaming again. That's what matters. Slurp. Ahem. Yeah, hold on. We can't force it open. I forgot to read just how I sit. My back is so bad. If we break the door, we'll be in trouble for sure. Then, how about lock picking? Ah, such a thrilling notion. Why is his pinky so long? Who's Pinky? The teacher man? Or Heathcliff? Or I cannot perform it myself, however. I bet Real Girl could, right? Hey now, what kind of life leads someone to learn lock picking? No, I can't do it. You've totally got the personality of someone who could. Consider the full extent of my life, not just what I'm like. 190 man? Will he come on screen to show us his super long pinky? I can do it, I think. Okay, you're not suspicious at all. Really? That's a surprising skill. Surprising is an understatement. I couldn't have imagined it for a millisecond. I got a question. Ask away. I was on a show once where the director was looking for realism. He had me practice over and over until I could just do it. It was a while ago though, so I can't be certain. Lock picking, that needs a wire. Miho has one in her treasure collection. Whoa, amazing. Is that an extra dimensional pocket? Treasure? You sure it's not garbage? Probably shouldn't say that with an earshot of Mino. Well then, oh, hold on. Mr. Yoinada, will picking the lock get us in trouble? It's fine in my book. Oh, that's good. Well then I'll give it a shot. He is pretty. Am I allowed to say that? He is so pretty. With that, Naki turned to the storeroom door and began to work. Just as I found myself thinking, what middle schooler can pick a lock? There was a small echoing click. And with a twist of the knob, the door opened with a slightly unpleasant creaking sound. A few of the students watching raised their voices in admiration. Whoa, it really opened. Is there even a point in security measures? In this case, I believe Sir Naki's skills should be applauded. I don't think it's a very commendable skill. Well then, now we can scrape together some books. Please give me a moment. Entering the storeroom with a forceful shout, Susanna, started pulling books off the shelves at a rapid pace. I'll hold some books too. I'm a library assistant myself, but the duties always fall to her since I'm not around. Let Zero help too. He's super strong. Leave it to me. Sir Rokuro, won't you assist? Well, you gotta give the right job to the right guy, yeah? I'll go ahead and check these books for info on Ayakashi. I'm their first victim, after all. That's more efficient, right? Quite a convincing excuse coming from you, Sir Rokuro. Thanks for the compliment, Sesuna-chan. I'm not really one for reading. I guess I'll help carry. If Aya carries, Mina will carry too. If that's what you girls are doing, I'll handle searching, I guess. Maybe I'll search as well. That's more my style. Students when dividing up duties. Ultimately, the book-carrying group and the material-searching group are of exactly even size. So, how should we look this up? Permission to use your model for Blender practice in the program. The 3D program, not funny kitchen appliance. Oh yeah, man, you can totally throw my model into an actual kitchen blender. We're gonna have run of smoothies. Also, do not worry, I will not use it for profit, only practice. Yeah, man, go ahead. Go ahead. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure it should be okay, because, like, I did pay for the model and everything, and I did design, like, 95% of it, so it should be okay. So, how should we look this up? For now, we'll make our judgments based on Rokuro's cause of death and predicament. You might not want to remember it, but if you could give a little more detail. I went home without making any stops, like usual. And sat at home like usual, too. At least I'm pretty sure I did. And then suddenly, someone's standing in front of me. Next thing I know, I'm in the 2-1 classroom, and even though I changed clothes at home, I was wearing my uniform. What would run a smoothie taste like? I'm missing charcoal and blueberries. I was gonna say, like, regular, you know, like, blood and human flesh. But, yeah, charcoal and blueberries, I could see that. What else? Charcoal, blueberries, milk, what other things? Maybe like, taro. I don't think my colors are saturated enough to be like ube or something. So taro. Yeah, but you know, I'd rather ask permission than just do it. That's fair. That's fair. At least you asked. That's always a good thing. Prevents future trouble and stuff. Before I could grasp the situation, someone gouged me hard enough to make entrails fly. Yeah, basically instant death. You're really something, kid. Mr. Yoinada, I gotta use the bathroom. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Go ahead. Okay. He's gonna die. Haito shot off like a rocket before I could even finish speaking. Well, sure. To call that an extreme description is an understatement. How are you even able to recall what happened so clearly? Well, it was a mystery to me too. What happens to people when they die? Okay. Drinking water. So I don't know why people like ube so much. It's kind of mid. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe it's just because that was like what I grew up with. And so I was like, ube flavor, good flavor. I don't know, because it's got like, it's kind of earthy. It's on the earthier side. Kind of like potato-y. Sweet potato-y. I don't know, because I don't know. What does ube have in common with other flavors I like? To me, it feels kind of rich, kind of smooth, kind of like chocolate if it came from the ground instead of like a bean, like plant. Like I know that like both of them are plants, but do I make sense? It's like not dug up from the ground. I don't know. It could also just be people are like, whoa, crazy thing from the Philippines, consume. Because let's see, the Filipino flavors I know, sweetest one is mango, and even then, there are a lot of desserts. There are a lot of desserts that are like mango flavored that aren't like super sweet. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just a matter of how you're raised. Kind of like nutty pistachio, maybe a hint of vanilla. Yeah, sort of like that. Like nutty vanilla, sweet potato. Sort of like that. I don't know. Maybe like taro. Like if you've ever had like taro milk tea, but somewhat sweeter. I don't know. It's weird because first time I ever had a taro thing, I genuinely thought it was ube, but they're different things, but they look similar enough. I might as well just like order something like ube flavored and get expecting taro. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I just offended like 12,000 people. Then I experienced it. First my soul with my body. I was looking at me. A near-death experience or something like it, I suppose. I don't know what that is. Or ube. Taro is like... Taro and ube, they're both like ground plants. Like things you dig out of the ground. Root plants. Taro... I hear... like taro on its own is very... what's it called? De-shrimpifying. I wonder how straight can I make my back? I feel like every time I straighten it, it's still not as straight as it could be. My parents looking at me be like, sorry. Taro, it's like a root. It's kind of like purplyish on the inside. I hear that it's kind of painful to touch on its own, so you gotta put it through a decent amount of processing. And the flavor itself, I hear it's very like bitter, maybe sour. I don't remember where I heard sour from, but I hear it's not a good flavor until you like shove a bunch of sugar in it, like most flavors. Ube, on the other hand, is more like it's a purple yam, but you might want to just think of it as like a purple sweet potato, because on its own it's pretty good. But also, it's usually ground down into a paste. Both of them, they taste pretty similar. Both of them are purple. Ube is like extra purple though. Taro is a very like pastel, light, desaturated purple. Ube is like if you were drowning in purple. It's not near death if you actually passed away though. Glad that was a dream, but all the stuff I sensed wasn't very dreamy. Didn't hurt. Maybe since they went so hard, all my senses died before I could even understand the pain. My ears were ringing the whole time. I couldn't understand anything except that, oh, I'm dying. Do you not recall who did you in? I remember, but I can't say it here. Why so unwilling? There's a sequence to things, Yoi-chan. Now's not the time. My god, you were going to die again. It's amazing you can remember that much. I'm like, what was I just dreaming about all the time myself? So, anyway, that Ayakashi... Its attempt to kill me failed, obviously. Because they messed with the omniscient, omnipotent, and sage Rokuro-chan. What an exaggerated scale. That's the part where you're supposed to laugh, Yuki-chan. We're talking about serious things here. If we keep talking serious stuff, won't everybody end up like Haito-chan? Ugh. So then, in what way will this guide us to Ayakashi? To surmise from what we just heard, we have capable of kidnapping people and capable of tearing up bodies. So we need only search for an Ayakashi that possesses these two qualities? No, I want you to be thinking of them separately. Very rarely there are Ayakashi that have incredible power, but in practice, overly powerful abilities tend to destroy their fragile bodies. A freshly dead amateur Ayakashi would be blown to smithereens. Calling an Ayakashi an amateur is strange in a lot of ways. Smart ones are apparently able to conceal themselves in our world without anyone noticing their unmaturing body. Mino. However, most are noticed by the people around them and they come talk to us. So it's possible not much time has passed since they died. Actually, why would dying and being revived give them mysterious powers anyway? I hear that the heightened power of the soul caused by their attachment to life does something or another. Oh, Ube, not clear for me. I remember hearing about Ube from Steven Universe. I think there are like Filipino characters in Steven Universe, so I think it would make sense if you heard it from there at some point. I think that might be part of the reason why it like blew up in America at some point too. Ube, I mean, not Steven Universe. Cause I do remember like years ago, it'd be like, whoa, you know about Ube and you're not Filipino? That's crazy. But then it's like my local donut shop has Ube flavored donuts and it's like, no way. Same thing with an ice cream shop opening nearby too. Like no way. That isn't exactly a point that you should be so vague on, is it? But if that's the case, that means there are two, at least. It's also rare for Ayakashi to cooperate, but it's not unheard of. Could there be others, I wonder? Personally, I'm most curious about the reversal of time. But at the current stage, who knows if it was actually reversed or what? Since there's a possibility it was a prophetic dream or the like. I cannot believe that was a dream. Kashima pounded a desk and shouted to interrupt everything we were saying. Whoa. What are you shouting for all of a sudden? I find it much harder to accept that what I felt then was just fiction. My happiness at being invited out after school the day before and how I looked after Yuki when she collapsed.
the weight of Yuki's head on my legs, and my thought of why did Rokuro have to die? The way you always treat me, you sure didn't think serves him right? Of course not. Sure, Rokuro's not a good person, but he's not a bad person either. I heard a loud voice over here. What? Whoa! What's wrong, Kashima-chan? Did Rokuro finally make you cry? Rokuro, you know good. No, it wasn't me, okay? Kashima, you've been quietly enduring this the whole time? You did seem to have taken this incident the hardest out of everyone. I see. When you asked about it this morning, I said probably just a dream and laughed it off. I'm sorry. Besides just Rokuro, I can't imagine there are any bad people in this class. Looking at everyone here as a class president, I can't think anything else. This is such a death flag for her. Yeah, it was a Filipino character who used to work at the donut shop, and it was an ube roll. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't had an actual ube roll in ages. You know, since Rena Day is coming up soon, maybe I should just ask for that instead of going anywhere. You're right. It's unbelievable that there'd be a villain among us. She said the funny words. She said the funny words. Among us. Okay, sorry. Sigh. It's totally fun to have ideals, but in the end, you're just hoping, right? Now hold on. You didn't have to phrase it like that. Then would you be okay with it if you died tomorrow, Iya-chan? You saw how I kicked it. I didn't die because I wanted to die. Somebody did the deed. Feel free to go into a little more detail until nobody can help but believe there's a killer among us. Rokuro, give it a break. Rokuro, what's going on? His body went numb from Zero's shout, the likes of which I never heard before. Zero approached Rokuro, then lifted him up a little roughly with one hand. I'll borrow this. And I'll apologize in your place. Kashima, yeah, sorry. Why are you apologizing, Zero? Yeah, it's Rokuro who's saying all that mean junk. He just doesn't know how to use his words very well. Forgive him. You realize you're still agreeing with me that it's wishful thinking, right? You're some idiot yourself, Zero. Kashima-chan, Iya-chan, you shouldn't put much hope in other people. I think you'll live more comfortably that way. Oh. Still holding him with one hand, Zero firmly hit Rokuro in the back with the other. And just like that, they vanished among the bookshelves. Whoa. I've never heard Zero shout like that. Kashima-chan, you okay? Yeah, sorry, thanks. I must admit, Sir Rokuro's excuse has a bit of logic to it. For when humans interact with others, they hide that which is inconvenient to them. More importantly, we must quickly find our bearings regarding the Ayakashi. For our time is limited, isn't it, Mr. Uenada? But teacher, is it okay to leave those two alone? Zero had a real stern look. It was kind of scary. Indeed, I am curious about those two, considering how Zero is acting. However, how Kashima and Iya feel after all that is also a concern. Like Tina says, if someone's going to die again tomorrow, we need to be quick in searching these materials. Ooh, what are our choices? What are we doing today? Oh no. Go after Zero and Rokuro, comfort Kashima and Iya. Go ahead and research Ayakashi. This is hard. Okay. Let's see. What's like the best option here? Comfort Kashima and Iya. They have each other. They're not gonna die. Go after Zero and Rokuro. Rokuro is the victim. I feel like he might piss me off though. Go ahead and research Ayakashi. I feel like... I mean, our death count can't raise by too much, right? Haha, haha. Haha, wink, wink, wink. We're researching Ayakashi. That probably might have not been the best idea. Ma, you aren't concerned about the other students' needs? Oh, right, I forgot. This isn't a self-insert. This is an actual character. Well, this is kind of out of character for him, so sorry. I bet they're more on top of things than I think. More importantly, something needs to be done about this. Time's not gonna wait for us. Hee hee. Such a candid sort, Mr. Uenada. You're pretty cool-headed yourself. Father has raised me such that such trifles will not shake me. What's your father like anyhow? Oh my, you seem to have no interest in the other students, so I believed you to have no interest in myself either. I didn't say anything like that. Only joking. Come now, they're carrying over one book after another. Let us research. Man, I can't believe how many copies of the same book this place has. Unreturned books were a frequent occurrence, as I'm told. Well, at any rate, this much should be plenty. Making multiple copies of everything with the expectation of them being stolen. Our principal is absurdly heavy-handed, huh? There's been a sharp decrease in that since I became a library assistant, however. Alright, me have a sleep again. Have a great stream. Take care, everyone. Bye! Good night. Once I get to the next save point, I think I'm also gonna, like, take a nap too, because this has been going on for quite a bit. I didn't do a karaoke stream today because I was feeling tired. My voice was feeling tired, and then I proceeded to play a visual novel that wasn't voiced, and so now my voice is still tired. Parentheses, relatively speaking, close parentheses. But you still need this many, huh? Well, how's progress looking? A bit troubled, we still haven't found anything. We've been looking for Ayakashi with qualities or something capable of abducting and capable of tearing people up, right? I see, should we help look too then? I'm also on the verge of zonking out, I fear. We're all sleepy today. How about this, the Aobozu? There's also the Yamamba, or how about the Tsuchigumo, Tengu. There's quite a few that could fit when it comes to abducting people. As for attacking people, Kamaitachi? Oh, but they heal the wound. Wolfman, do those count as yokai? There's also Nekomata, I guess. Well, anything to narrow it down helps. Finding a link to the events of their life will make it easier to get to the specifics. Events of their life? Because Ayakashi have an abnormal amount of attachment to this world. You can expect their life provided a reason for that. For kids around your age, the most common thing would be familiar circumstances. So in other words, wouldn't that be the kind of matter they wouldn't dare talk about? Let me append a bit about Ayakashi. To send an Ayakashi to the next world, they have to be made aware of their death. And Ayakashi extremely dislike becoming aware of how they died. Only makes sense, I suppose. I wouldn't say Ayakashi don't feel guilt, but their attachment to life beats out all other emotions. And Ayakashi confessing of their own accord will more or less never happen, and more troublesome is that sometimes even they're not aware they're an Ayakashi. Meaning, you have to expose them by force. This is just supernatural. In a case like this, where no one notices what they are, that you do. Gosh, even in your life. Although there's also other absurdity to say that there's so many words. However, left such a reason. It's because time reversed, but it does not mean it will happen again tomorrow. In which case, someone's really gonna die. Herc. Oh, he's back in the bathroom. This is getting really scary all of a sudden. So there's no guarantee someone will die tomorrow either. We have to do whatever possible to avoid the worst case scenario. But what do we do now? I'd like to go out and check some different materials personally. Can Mino go too? No, I'm afraid I can't think of a good excuse to take my students outside. We can't just leave us either, right? We can manage something. If another teacher asks or whatever, we just need to give some kind of excuse. I'd appreciate if we could, but it's gonna make a scarecrow that looks like Mr. Yoinada. Oh, that might be good, though. We'll be found out if it looks too close. With a mop from the broom closet, I believe we can make something convincing. True, if we dip it in a little ink. They shouldn't notice it's a mop at a glance. Do I resemble a mop that closely? Well then, I'll hurry out. You get back to the classroom. Understood. I'll keep a close eye on everyone. But the principal was walking around on the 3rd floor earlier. It'll be trouble if he sees you and asks what's up. You're right. Maybe you should go during this break after this period. That does make sense. Getting caught could be really costly. There's only about 10 minutes left. Guess I'll wait. Touch a student's icon to talk with that group. By interacting more with the students, you may encounter special events later on. Touching the question mark icon will advance time. Here we are! Save point! Save point! Save point! That's an idle group. Save point! Save point! How long have we been out of here? 2 hours. Okay. Okay, well, that was fun. Okay, save point! Yay! Okay, oh, voice crack. We're gonna, load? No. Roster? No. Items? No. Okay. Will I go back to playing this game? Probably. Yeah. Otherwise, we're stopping for now because I'm sleepy. We're all sleepy. Thank you for coming to everyone. Sorry that it couldn't be like what I was planned. Yeah. There's no stream tomorrow, but there's a stream on, I think, Sunday? Maybe? Probably? I think so. Yeah. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Yep. We're gonna continue Libus on Sunday. Fun times. Yeah, thank you for watching. Nothing else to say. Yep, that's it. Follow my socials, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Thank you again for coming. Where's Randing shit? Atsudena. Bye. Blols. Wee. Bye.